I'm setting up the monologue. Okay, just deal with it. It's part of the monologue. I'm doing the monologue and I'm setting it up. All right, so just deal with it. My father passed away, so I'm going to do a monologue about him. It's really just a couple of funny stories. He just passed away last week, and he was naturally funny, unlike me who tries to be funny. And he never went out of his way to tell jokes or do shtick. And he liked to watch the YouTube videos of stuff I did here. When we were little, if you were at the dinner table and you were eating sloppily with a face full of food and spaghetti hanging out of your mouth, he'd say, "Mr. President, meet my son." If you belched at the table, he'd say, "Do that again," and you eat in the toilet. Now, none of us ever had to eat in the toilet. But just the idea of sitting in the bathroom on the toilet seat with a plate of food all by myself, it was just one of those humiliating but painless punishments we never had to get through. So once when I was in London in college, my parents came to visit, and we went out to dinner at a noisy pub. On the table behind us was a bunch of clamorous English guys soused off their ass. They were mocking us and referred to us as bloody colonials. One particularly obnoxious bloke opened up a paper napkin and placed it on my father's head. My father, in slow burn mode, took it off, crumpled it up, just threw it on the floor. Didn't turn around, didn't say a word. The crew basically made it impossible to stay, and we cut short our dinner. When we got up to leave, my father pulled aside the paper napkin offender and said, "Come here." He brought the guy close in, face to face, with his extended index finger pointed at the idiot and said, "You're very drunk and you're very rude." He paused and walked away. The guy hung there like he was expecting to be shot and wound up stabbed in the back. I think the guy is still standing there. I'm not sure. It was stunning. No curses, no punches. Now, I offer to you these 7 words, delivered in just that way, can be applied in many situations. Whether the offending party is very drunk or very rude, it doesn't matter. Grab anyone, anywhere that's annoying you, stand opposite them, point your index finger at them, and say, "You're very drunk and you're very rude." You'll get results, I guarantee you. My father sometimes said the whole Sachs cousins, they're completely fucked up. Now, our last name is spelled the same way as the Sachs and Goldman Sachs. He once did some research, and way back in the family tree somewhere, someone got involved with Goldman to form that now infamous investment bank. This part of the family is so far removed from us, for all intents and purposes, we're not related. I imagine back then that whatever deals were being made, Goldman may have spoken up and said, "You know, Sachs, I like you, but please, nobody else in your family. They're completely fucked up." My father showed me right from wrong, good from bad, how to survive, strive through adversity. He was born in the heart of the Depression, 1929. Went on to marry, raise 3 sons, see them get married, have 7 grandchildren and great-granddaughter. Another on the way. We just celebrated their 64th wedding anniversary. My father was what we would call today an entrepreneur, but back then he was in the schmata business. Like any child of someone successful, I've spent my life trying to show I'm successful too, waving my arms for approval. The approval I know deep down I earned a long time ago by being a good, loving son who was not very drunk or very rude or completely fucked up.